Hello, everybody. I know I'm late. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is my audio okay today? These earbuds, it's just been one of those mornings. The IT has been fighting me. Thank you guys so much for Stephanie, you got to meet. Oh, nice to see you on Pammy Whammy. I was like, so you got to meet Miss Pammy Whammy? Ah, the volume on the computer's on. This just hold on. I had to do an update, y'all. There it is. So now I don't know where anything is located because, of course, well, you can hear me because I can hear myself. So, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're having a good day out there in YouTube land and, of course, in the real world. That goes without saying. Thanks for joining me this afternoon, you guys. I think we've got some beautiful things today, and I think there's some unusual things that I've only ever been able to bring to the sale once before. We'll see how that goes. We have got a lot of beautiful glass and pottery, maybe even some prehistoric items. Yeah, I said it, prehistoric items for today. So let's go ahead and because I'm late, I'm gonna have to get through these hellos. Hopefully, we can get through them without leaving anybody behind. Oh my goodness. We got Ruth the Bee is up in the chat. I'm seeing Lisa probably was in the comments first, but the first one I'm able to highlight is Miss Ruthie B. Thank you for being here, lady. Greatly appreciated. There is Miss Shields saying hello to Richard back there eating blueberry cobbler. Hey, Miss Karen McCurdy, how are you doing today, Miss Karen? A boo to you, lady. This okay, Miss Joan is up in the chat. How are ya? It's just me, Mary Ann. Mary Ann, how are you doing today? Kim, hello. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Always trying to get you guys the very best of the best at the best prices, too, might I add. We got Miss Karen Gillette up there in smoky old Canada. How are you doing, Karen? Thank you for being here. And Shireen, good afternoon, lady. How are you today? Let me go. Pammy whammy. That's the only whammy we want in our lives, isn't it? This Pammy. Right there she is. I got fresh coffee. Stop it. Miss Bowles, how are you doing today? Appreciate you being here. And there she is, Miss Stephanie. How are you doing today, lady? Always a pleasure to have you here. And Dusty, how are you today? Thanks for joining in. Always appreciated. Miss Nancy Winslow is with us. Good afternoon. Good morning, Miss Winslow. How are you doing today? Mary Ellen, thank you for being here. As always, it is greatly appreciated. Cheryl, how are you today? Hello, hello to you. And Miss Sherry. Miss Sherry Wagner, how are you doing this afternoon? Miss Linny is in the chat. Hello, hello. I appreciate you being here. Richard says thank you for all of the hellos. He certainly appreciates it. Miss Gutierrez, how are you today? Thank you for joining me again. Miss Sea Monkey, how are you out there? Appreciate you being here. Oh, we got Miss Janet up in the chat. We are burning up in Southeast Kansas. I just can't. Right? It's burning everywhere, literally. Hey, Karen, how are you doing? She's still chasing the vintage. She's not going to give up that fight. We've got Deborah from Steamy, DC. What's going on there, Deborah? What's going on there? Hey, Glowy, how are you doing today? Always a pleasure, lady. We got Penny, Sue, and don't forget, Albert, too. How are you both doing today? Thank you for being here. Lizzie, how are you this afternoon? Thank you for joining me, lady. Hey, Taylor, how are you again today? Taylor, I held on to your invoice. And Miss Wildlife, Miss Helena, ladies, you know you didn't get your invoices because we still have some good stuff. They might be on the lookout today. We got Diane is in the chat. Hello, and Tracy. Good afternoon, Mr. Pay. I know you should be because oh, Misty got to see this cobbler. Let me tell you what, I changed up the recipes and the topping is way better. Way better. It's like the biscuit topping to this one. Yeah, yeah, it is. Shannon, good afternoon. Hello, Patty. How are you doing today? And Terry and Steve, hello, hello. We got Tracy is in the chat, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. And we got Miss Diane. How are you again? Am I saying Diane twice? But double hello if I am. If not, hello for the first time. We got Kristen is with us. Hello. And Lynn, how are you ladies doing today? We got Joe S is in the chat. How are you doing out there, Joe? I apologize if I am missing anybody. Miss Susan, how are you today? And Melinda, good afternoon. Oh my goodness, we got Christine is here. I think I've caught up with the vast majority of the chat. Again, I do apologize if I missed saying hello to you directly, but rest assured, I certainly appreciate you being here. If it is your first time here, or if it's been a while since you've been able to join the live sale, welcome to and welcome back. Thank you so much for checking out today's sale. Ooh, that's right. Miss Lizzie got the Bluebird, the Lefton Bluebird musical. Tell me, Lizzie, how many times have you played the music box? Because that rendition of Tea for Two is absolutely charming. Like the teapot itself is super cute, but I'm telling you, hearing that little Bluebird Pictures chime, Tea for Two, it is so adorable. It's that little chime. I kept winding it up and lifting it, kind of dancing with it a little bit. I might have, just saying, maybe. Alrighty, guys. So let's talk about the sale today. Beautiful items. We have one quick claim. Everything else is going to be offer up style. If you are new or it's been a while since you've been with me at the sale, make sure to send me out that email. You want to send it out here to The.Cult.Of.Vintage at yahoo.com. The information that you're going to want to include is, of course, your real name if it's different than your YouTube username, your full shipping address, and most importantly, is the zip code that you use. That way, I can get you the calculated discounted shipping. And last but not least is the email address that you use for PayPal. I only invoice and accept payment through PayPal. But if you're like, but I don't have PayPal, it's okay. You can still make a purchase, send the same email with the same information, just indicate that you would like a guest link. I will reply to that email with a link. You will be able to click on checkout through PayPal. Use any credit or debit card that you would like. You will enter in your shipping information, but you don't have to sign up for an account that way. And the beauty of it is that you will still get your buyer protection. I still get the seller protection. So it is a win-win. Okay. Um, with today's sale, the offer ups, I am, as usual, going to be honoring the just in cases. As always, if you don't want to use a just in case, you don't have to. It's not an obligation, it's not a commitment. Just know that I am going to be honoring them. And as always, the two things that I ask with the just in case is that you've been an active bidder up until the countdown, just making it fair so everybody kind of knows who the players in the game are, and definitely hold on to the just in case until you hear the countdown. That way, you're not showing your hand, right? So that is that. Now, we do, of course, have our 1 hour only. The official bid ender is none other than Ruthie B. That's right, you guys. Ruthie B is back with us. Thank you so much, Ruthie, for taking time out of your day, your week, every week, and spending it here and helping me out with the sale. It is greatly appreciated. There is our Foxy bid end. You're going to be racing against Ruthie right here. You see her avatar, Rachel. She is out there on the West Coast with that fast internet, and she's got super fast fingers. So, a huge round of applause to Miss Ruthie out there. Lady, again, thank you so much. Missy's out there saying hello, Roxanne, hello to everybody just coming in. I greatly appreciate it. Definitely make sure you've got your coffee, your tea, or your beverage of choice. There's no judging. I mean, I'm just saying. I think I've covered it all. Oh no, there is one other little bang. In case, just by chance, I know it was probably accidental. It happens. Maybe life just got in the way. Boo. Um, Yesterday, before our sale on Tuesday, Misty and I announced that we have started a new selling platform. It is the Virtual Antique Marketplace, VAMP for short. And you'll get to meet Miss Veronica here, Veronica Vamp, a little bit more. So stay tuned for that. But we did start a new selling platform. And as all you have to do is literally go into your web browser, type in virtualantiquemarketplace.com, and it will direct you to um, our new selling platform. The beauty of it is that it is very much community driven. There is a chat that so many of you have taken advantage of already, and please feel free and continue to do that. So we will have the chat feature that is currently up and running. We are going to have a static post that you typically see like on eBay style, so you can go in there and do buy it nows. We will also run auctions that you can access for a certain period of time, just like eBay. And guess what? We're also going to begin streaming live through VAMP. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to sign up for an account. We do encourage the account because it is absolutely free. There's no membership fee. You don't have to put in credit or debit card information to sign up for an account. If you do see something for sale, you would obviously have to put in your credit information to check out for it. And we're going to kind of really take an incremental approach. And this Sunday at 7 p.m., we are going to be streaming live and kind of showing you guys some of the bells and the whistles. So we're taking you along the learning journey. We're all going to learn together. The link is down in the description of the video. So all you have to do is hit that link and you can sign up again for a completely free account. You don't have to enter credit or debit card information. If you want to, you can be preemptive about it. And I do want to let you know that should you choose to put in credit or debit card information, we are utilizing a third party payment processor. It is called Stripe. And if you're not familiar, maybe you're familiar in this way. The world's largest e-commerce platform, Amazon, utilizes Stripe to process your payments, as does Walmart and Target and Best Buy. Large retailers do use this payment processor, so that way your information is kept safe. And no, we are not selling your email addresses either. So added bonus to that. So again, right down in the description, you can check it out. I know Misty just put in a link. You can check it out that way to make it easy on yourself. The sign up literally takes about a minute. So check it out. We greatly appreciate that. We did get news that we broke the platform's record for the most number of signups in such a short period of time. We are over 330 followers. So you guys, thank you so much. That is absolutely amazing. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Thank you, Kim, for putting in the link. Also, you can click on Kim's link. That's right. And I did pre-schedule it. So I don't know where you're seeing it really, but if it's out there, you could do it. But you can watch it here. You'll be able to watch it here on YouTube too. So if you're kind of like, what? Don't worry, you'll still be able to watch it through YouTube. So it's a little bit more comfortable and familiar to you, right? Lizzie, that's totally up to you. If you want to download the app, you can download the app. If you want to download the app, whether it's on Apple or the Android, you just simply type in ISO. ISO, it stands for in search of. Okay. Um, ISO, and it'll be like a purple, what do you call it? Compass. You'll see a purple compass and you can download it that way, or you can just go into your web browser. That's entirely up to you. So, totally up to you. Okay. Exciting, exciting, and new. Come aboard. We're expecting you. Yeah, let's go for 400 today. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Vamp, the vampires from the. She's vampy. She's gonna be vampy, right? Um, All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. So yesterday, let's go ahead and start today's sale off with a quick claim. I had this item yesterday. It did not get claimed. So we're just going to do it as a quick claim today. How about that? Or I did it as an offer. It didn't get claimed. I've got for you, this is vintage. It is new in package, but it is the Denison Disneyland party decorations. You do have a Mickey Mouse here that you are seeing. It's never been removed from the packaging. The packaging isn't overly exciting, so I wouldn't feel too bad, but it is a little die cut here that you do assemble. Now you can fold them in there and attach brads if you would like. Please note that the brads are not included in the packaging, as well as additional instructions, but it is in fact Mr. Mickey Mickey Mouse, none other than, okay, he's a large guy, okay, so it is not a small little assemblage here. So you put him together. You kind of, there's little, let's see, I think, yeah, here. Like through his neck, there's this tab where you could fold his arms through. And then if you would like, you can attach brads. You're seeing here, like A. It's not required, but it would just make him a little bit more durable. Thank you, Virginia. That's greatly appreciated. So the vintage Denison Disneyland party decoration, Mickey Mouse in his pink and purple hat. He's got a red with a blue trim polo shirt on. That's what it's looking like to me. He will be $16. It is a quick claim of $16. If you were interested, all you got to do is put in number 85, number 85. That's the temperature right here in central Ohio. And it is, yeah, just steamy would be the word. You walk out and you're like, Melinda, thank you for sent. Oh, Miss Glowy. Thank you, Glowy. Thank you, Lori. Ladies, I greatly appreciate it. I do see Miss Glowy is the first 85. Get you written down here. Thank you. Okay, let's get into some offer ups now, you guys. Now, I'm calling this the Monarch, the Monarch, not like the butterfly, but like the ruler. No, I don't want lowercase. I want capital cases. Starting at, hey, Miss, ouch. Suzanne, I gotta send you a message, so do be on the lookout on your Instagram. I'm gonna send you it's a secret. I'm gonna be in her DMs. Ooh. Okay, let's start this item off at $16. I have not been able to identify a manufacturer on it. It is this gorgeous green glass with Bullicante, might I add. Now, it does have a mark down here. You can kind of see it outside of the scratches. I haven't identified it. True T, I have not identified this. It seems to me, okay, so you've got, let me just show you this. So we've got this gorgeous green. It does not glow. It's kind of like a bohemian glass style so far as like its thickness and color. You've got this gorgeous emerald green glass, okay? Then you've got this beautiful like quilting detail on that that is hand painted enameled. Okay, and we've got a gold rim that runs around the top with more white enameling on there. Let's see if we can capture that. It is 7 inches tall. There are no chips or cracks to the glass. Now, this is where it gets really. We've got a queen. Okay. The date on here is 1720. Now, I tried and tried and tried and tried to the best that I could come up with that I do think it is a memorial piece for Queen Anne. And I believe, what was it? She passed in, was it 1914, 1914 or 1916? This is really interesting. This is a transfer image that has been hand painted. Okay. I just think she's lovely and regal, great for your kind of antique display. Okay, image is very clear. There's no rubbing to the image at all. Again, we are at 7 inches tall on that. I thought it would be a great, really interesting kind of accent piece, or you could certainly use it as a vase for your flowers. So just really unusual. Again, there is a date 1720. I looked up ruler of 1720 and it was King George the First. However, but a few years. So I do think she passed away relatively young. I will say that. So I do think it's a memorial piece for Queen Anne, a celebration piece. 1720 would have been the day. So if there's no interest on that one, I'm going to set it to the side and we're going to keep it moving. Well, hello there. Meow meow to you, Miss Amy. How are you doing? Okay, let's get into some Fenton. We'll start this piece of Fenton off at $16. The beauty of this one, it still has its paper label. So we've got our paper label there with Fenton. Okay. It is a hobnail rose vase. Where am I at? 16. Okay, there are no chips or cracks on the glass. There's no stamp on this one, so it's 1970 or earlier. But I love the fact that it has the stamp placed on the bottom so it's not disruptive to the piece. So hobnail, amberina, Fenton piece. We are at 4.5 inches tall, 4.5 inches tall. And we have a diameter, of course, as always, I did measure from ruffle to ruffle. We are at 5 inches. Thank you, Miss Janet. Thank you, Vals. I do appreciate your ladies' bids. It's greatly appreciated. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous amberina color. I think you all know kind of the name of the game. Yes, it will, in fact, fluoresce, especially down here on the bottom, as well as all along the ruffle on the top. So if you do have a UV display, the amberinas, the rubies, depending, of course, on when they were made, are great additions just to kind of break up a lot of the green glow, sometimes pink even too, right? So it's a beautiful piece. It's a gorgeous piece of glass. There you're getting the light shining through it, give you a little bit more of that orange, hence amberina, right? It's not a true ruby glass. You do see some of that orange peeking through. Great for fall. You can sneak this into your Christmas. I think if you put it next to green, it'll definitely read a little bit more on the red side versus picking up that orange. Okay. So 4.5 tall, 5 inch diameter, of course, ruffle to ruffle, no chips, no cracks. You guys, thank you so much for the bids. I am not keeping up. Janet, Vals, Janet ain't playing around. Uh-oh. Jill's getting in on the game. Thank you, ladies, for the bids. And I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown for you. Look at that. Isn't that great? Next to that wood, that kind of like that walnut color. Here we go. Let's do the countdown. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. It is full fall vibes. Did anybody start decorating for Halloween? I know the Radford household is they're already on it. If you don't know Karen Radford, her son and family do an epic like walkthrough Halloween display. Like they are that home that like literally people come from miles around to walk through their haunted Halloween home. Thank you for the bid. And Miss Ruth the B, I do appreciate you, lady, our Rosebud bid end, of course. Janet had high bid at 30. Vals came in with their bid of 31. However, Miss Janet threw it down with that just in case of 55. So, Janet, lady, thank you so much. At 32, it's coming to you, lady. All righty. Let's go from, well, we did paper, we did glass. Let's do some pottery, shall we? Bloop. Let's scroll down here. All right. Let's start this piece up. Now, this piece does have a little condition issue. That is why we're starting it at just $12. Yesterday, I had one of these, and I'm bringing it back. This is not a duplicate. This is a different one. Okay. What is different about it is right here on this spike, there is a rough spot. Okay, do you see that? I'm hesitant to really want to call it a chip because the ceramic is still fully present, but the glaze has chipped off. Okay, so it is missing a piece of glaze right here. I don't know that it would be from the manufacturer. I do think this was from an owner that caused the condition issue right here, but it is very much on that spike, okay? But otherwise, it is the Hull, Hull. It is part of their Ebb and Tide collection. You saw we had one yesterday. This is probably one of my most favorite pieces from the collection. A lot of the other ones are much more ornate. So it's giving you like undersea vibes is the whole point of it, very much like a coastal or a beachfront look to it, but it's done in much more kind of traditional earthy tones, which is why I really appreciate it. Because if you don't have like the coastal decor, the color palette lends itself well to a more traditional or antique decor. Now, because the vase is a little oddly shaped, and I know this from personal experience because I do have one, You can use this as a floral base, but you're only going to get in a couple because this back piece, while it is concaved here, it does still jut out and it can make your flowers want to lean like this. So you're only going to be able to couple buds to prevent this piece from pushing the other the other flowers forward, but it can be done. So good for real flowers if you want. It is fully glazed on the interior. Of course, dried and synthetic florals can go in here, but I think it's just such a visually interesting piece that you don't need to put anything into it. We are at 9 inches tall, 9 inches tall, keeping in mind that the sculpt is the same front and back. Okay. But again, you do have that rough spot right there to the spike. It's very difficult to see. If you did want to repair it, my best recommendation for your chipped ceramics is to use a watercolor pencil. Don't use a regular colored pencil because there's a little bit of wax in there, so it can create a little glossy effect to it. Use a watercolor pencil, just color it in. It will be removable if you want to pass it along and the next person doesn't like it, they can get it wet and it will pull right off. But use a watercolor pencil if you want to fill it in. Okay. That my best advice, right? Or a flower frog. There you go, Lori. Absolutely. You guys, thank you so much for the bids. Lillian got you at 13. Patty, I see you at 12. Roxanne is in it at 16. Patty, I see at Fit Patty's back in it at 20. Ladies, again, thank you so much for the bids. We are at 9 inches tall. Yes, 9 inches tall. It is whole, Hull, ebb and tide. And let's go ahead and do the countdown for you. So here we go: 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I mean, it's just, it's so organic, like plant life kind of, but it does almost have like a mammal feel to it. Like this here is almost kind of like a spine, if you will. I like it a lot. Hey, we got another rosebud bid end. Thank you, Ruthie B. I do appreciate you, lady. All right, the bids were coming in. Rox or Patty, lady, you're holding it down at 20, but Miss Roxanne pew pewed just in case with that 25. Roxanne, lady, congratulations and thank you. The whole Eventide is coming to you, lady, at 21. Greatly appreciated. Roxanne. Thank you, Karen, for putting in again the VAMP, the virtual antique marketplace.com. You can access it again just by simply going into your web browser. Hello, Cindy. How are you doing today? Or by clicking the link in the description. Karen, Misty, Kim, they've all put links in there to make it that much easier for you. Again, it is completely free. There's no membership, there's no hidden fee to it. You don't have to put in credit or debit card to make an account. The account will allow you to go through the marketplace, engage in the chat, follow Vamp along for any updates or notifications, and you don't have to put in any credit information. You can if you feel like maybe they're going to put something on for sale and I want to snatch it up right quick, then I would recommend it. But otherwise, you can be there and be with us and join along in the vampiness. Lovely. Okay, next piece. This is a hand-blown artisan sign bowl. I thought that it was one of the items that you will actually see on Vamp is it is a oh poop, something villages, American Villages, USA Villages, totally making it up, something something Villages. It is a hand blown teal glass pitcher. Now, I thought it was because the applied detail on this is nearly identical. However, it is not marked Villages. It is marked with an initial. Looking up the initial, I thought perhaps it was from an artisan called Shiju, Japanese glass manufacturer. It is not Shiju. So I'm gonna knock the price down because if it was Shiju, I would have found a gold mine. But we're gonna start it off at $15. Again, this is hand blown artisan sign. I'm gonna try my best to give it to the color on this is lovely. Look at that. I love that. Do you see? Okay, the color is pulling through. True. Let me see if I'm delayed on my computer. Yes. Okay, so we're reading true to form. It is this gorgeous, like light turquoise color to it. Oh, it's beautiful. I love this color. The bowl is hand blown, and then you're seeing the applied detailing here. This is what made me think that it was the Village's glass, right? The piece. Sorry. Thank you, Lori. Do appreciate it. It is a Tahiti water. Stop that. Sea monkey. Okay. So our signature, it is initialed KPR, and then it does have a number. See there, KPR. Oh, it's coming through okay, I think. KPR. And then it does have a number, or, like another initial, something 83, which is the time period for the Village Glass, but they don't, I have not seen them like the Artisan individually market, it's all etched Village. So it could be actually Village. Like I said, I have a picture. I should show you the picture. But it's gorgeous. I love this. Yes, for seashells, 100%. Imagine this like in your bathroom with like the soaps. Again, seashells, the corals would go beautiful in here. There are no chips, there are no cracks to the glass. That color is absolutely beautiful. Let me see if it's going to get so washed out. Fingerprints are all over it. I do. Liberty. Thank you, Stephanie. She came to my rescue. I appreciate you, lady. Melinda's in it at 16. Ladies, thank you for the bit. Stephanie's coming in. Suzanne's coming. Oh, ouch. She's getting sharp. Watch out. She said, I've been sharp. What are you talking about? Let's get up close and personal. So hopefully, yeah, that color. It's all about the color for me. And again, it doesn't, I really wished, you know what? Can you give me 1 second? That picture is right here. Let's just compare to it. Okay, let's compare. Hold on. Yes, it is. This totally is. It is. This has got to be, I'm sorry, but yes, it is. This has got to be the Liberty Villages. And I'm saying that. Now, the bowl is lighter than the pitcher, but okay, so here's the pitcher. Are you dying? Here's the bowl. You see there's obviously a color difference to it, but do you see that bottom? That's identical to this bottom. Now, this one is signed Liberty Villages. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it in, but there we go, Liberty Villages and dated. The bowl is not for whatever reason. That's a beautiful picture. You can go get it on VAMP if you want to. It's pricey though. I really think this is Liberty Villages. I really do. I really do. It makes it pricey, so you're getting a good deal. Let me just tell you that. So the dimension on it, we are at 2 1/4 inches tall, 2 1/4 inches tall, and we have a diameter on the bowl at 7 5/8. 7 5/8. Okay. Um, Out of New Jersey. I really do think this is Liberty Village, and it's a New Jersey, a vintage New Jersey glass blowing company. Okay, so no chips, no cracks. How you doing, Michael Rogers? Appreciate. Well, hey, my goodness, pardon me. I just ate before the sale. Oh, so let's go ahead, you guys, and start the countdown. It's a gorgeous piece of glass. Like I said, fingerprints will come for free with it too. How about that? So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I really, dum dum, why I didn't compare them, but I was just so convinced because it didn't say Liberty Village on it. And they did do a number of pieces with this applied. There's smaller rose bowls. I think they did do some cups to go along with the pitcher. There is our splish splash, our a water drop bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Miss Ouch, lady, congratulations and thank you. It's coming to you at $18. That is an epic get. An epic, epic get. It sure is. Alrighty. All right, let's do some more glass. Let's do some more Fenton. Oh, but I have Fenton glass for sale. I know the amount. I can't believe it. Oh, is that some Liberty Village artists do not use the Liberty Village? Well, they're bougie. They were like, no, I made it. I'm not mad at you. Claim your artistry. Claim it. All right, let's start our Fenton Hobnail Opalescent Cranberry Rose Bowl. Oh boy. No mark. No mark. 1970 or earlier. 1970 or earlier. What did I do? Did somebody? Oh, Lori. Suzanne, forget it, woman. You're not getting the bowl. Congratulations and thank you, Lori. At 22, it's coming to you. Sharp, I gotta cross you out. Thank you, Lori. My apologies. Thanks, guys, for helping me out with that one. That's what happens when you don't pay attention, right? Girl, did you bid 23? Or did you bid 22? Now you got me confused. I'll take the, no, you bid 22, but I'll take the extra dot now. All right, where do we go? All right, sorry about that. Let's go back to it. We've got our Fenton Hobnail Cranberry Opalescent Rose bowl here for you. Lovely condition. She's not unhappy. Way to go. Way to go. I might have thrown my phone across the room. No, just kidding. Thank you, Penny Sue and Albert too. So we have got this gorgeous. She's delicate. She's dainty. It is a classic Fenton piece. Again, there is no mark on this one, but there is no sticker either, alas. We are at 4 inches tall, 4 inches tall, and we have a diameter on that one at 6.5 inches tall, 6.5 inches tall. And this is more of like the pinky cranberry versus like that darker burgundy cranberry. I don't know. Yeah, this one, let me show you. I'll compare. So Fenton, pinker cranberry, and here's like your darker cranberry glass. Okay. So you can kind of get the distinction between the two. No chips, no cracks. This again with your clear glasses, with your pink, other pink glasses, milk glasses. I really have enjoyed doing it with the pastels, kind of keeping a very feminine, springy look, right? With the blues. I think that works beautifully. I don't know that I would use, while this is, of course, considered cranberry, I consider it leaning a little bit more towards the pink, and that's how you can get away with adding it with your milk glass, your clear. Well, the cranberry goes well with clear too, but with like your blue glass, like I don't know how I would feel about the cranberry with the blue, but if you would love it, then no judging. You know what I'm saying? Just personal aesthetic. So no chips, no cracks. It's a classic Fenton piece. Val's do appreciate it. Stephanie, see at 20. Melinda's at 22. Janet's coming in. Val's 23. Val's 26. Janet's in it at 30. So it's a nice piece. It's a medium-sized piece. It's not their largest, but it's certainly not their smallest. Whether you put this on a shelf and just use it to be a pretty piece of glass, or if you do find a function for it, I do think that if you had, um, geez, Kim's putting strawberries and raspberries in there. My goodness, that's super bouge. Um, I was gonna say, it's glass. You could put a little bit of dirt in there and grow like an African violet out of this one and have that on your kitchen shelf. I think that the purple and this pinker cranberry, that color combination would be beautiful along with the green from the leaves. I think that would be quite lovely and most certainly a planter, right? All right, let's do it. Christine's in at 32. Janet's coming in at 35. Yeah, short stems. If you put like some peonies, some short stemmed um, lilac in here, I think that would be absolutely beautiful. I like the white lilac, so if you had like some of them spilling out of here, I think that would be quite beautiful. So Janet is in it at 35. Let's do the countdown. We are at 4 inches tall, 6.5 in its widest diameter. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, five, four, three, two, one, a bid and. You could put blueberries in there. You could. Connie, are you looking in the windows?
I was looking too. How did I'm gonna do it?
uh, I got, oh, there's our watermelon bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Appreciate it. So we had Terry coming in at 36. Let me double check. Janet pewed with that just in case of 55. So at 37, it is going to Miss Janet. You get it, lady. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your bids. I am a little, well, no, oh, yeah, I am a little Fenton heavy today. I know it's a big shocker, right? Set that down carefully. So I'm going to keep on the Fenton train. And we do have a cornucopia vase. This is one of the Fenton's cornucopia, their version of the cornucopia, the horn cornucopia, and it's got a beautiful diamond optic pattern to it. And the color is what sold me on this piece. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and start this one off at 20. Now, this one does have a Fenton mark. Let's see here. And you're going to see the color when I show you the bottom. So we do have our Fenton mark right here, Fenton USA. No, it does still have its original Fenton retail sticker, originally sold for $39.50. Fenton always was bougie. This one, you're really going to, I'm going to test out my eyes here if I can read that. I believe, oof, y'all, that is microscopic and it's a little muddled. I believe it's a one. I believe it is a one underneath the Fenton. So gorgeous. Do you see that optic pattern on there? Let me, well, there you go. That diamond optic pattern and that glass. Again, it is the cornucopia. I think you get it. Kind of, again, more of like a pedestal, almost like an ice cream sundae kind of glass, right? Isn't that what this reminds you of? Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you, Janet. Ladies, appreciate those bids. It is just a beautiful, beautiful shade of teal, right? As I like to call it, peacock. But of course, it is a teal. And I love the fact that they decided to go ahead and do that diamond optic pattern on there. I just think it adds a little extra something, something to it. So Melinda's back in at 27. Do you see that? Now, listen, I'm not going to lie. Their optic pattern is a little softer than the Empoli. Empoli optic, like nobody does an optic pattern like Empoli, and they're just so much crisper. This almost has like a pebble effect to it. I don't, maybe that was intentional. Is it giving you like mermaid scales or what? Like totally mermaid scales on that one. Maybe this came from Ariel's grotto. I don't know. So let me catch back up. Jill's coming in at 29. Janet is in it at 30. Thank you, ladies. We have a total height on this one. We are at 6 inches tall. And of course, I did measure to the top of the crest here, 6 inches tall. And we have a diameter, ruffle to ruffle, at 5.1/8 inches. Now, if there was anything ever created to put peacock feathers in, here it is. Okay. I love this. And I don't want to see it like personally, I don't want to really see the ones with the eye on it. I like they have like the curly ones with the iridescence on it. I think a whole bunch of those busting out of here would be gorgeous. But I also think if you had, and hear me out, but if you put like a more of like a pheasant or grouse feather in there, yeah, those are the ones. Of course you have them. If you have like feather or grouse feathers, I think those would be beautiful in there. Now, bear with me because these are a little bit longer quilled, but it'll give us, we'll kind of cheat here a little bit. So again, having those in there, look at that color. Those together, you see, I mean, it's teal, but it's totally peacock. It's like spot on to that. Do you see that? Look at how close they got that color to it. For me, that's it, right? All right, let me flip that over here. This goes really good. Okay, so this prop is already here, but the teal goes great with gold. Goes, it's beautiful with like an antique gold or brass. Oh, stop it. So jewel tone, gold and black and black. Oh, it's giving me the spirit bumps that. Oh, here we go. Look. Improvisation, yo. All right, guys, thank you so much for the bids. I definitely appreciate it. It's certainly a bougie ice cream cone if you want to do it. I have not been keeping up to you guys at all. Thank you, Melinda, Janet, Melinda, Jill, Melinda. Thank you, ladies. Janet's back in it. Lizzie's gonna eat ice cream out here. Go ahead, Lizzie. Go ahead. Melinda's back in the game at 4K. Jill. The opals. Janet is back at 50. Okay, I think I am all caught up. Bear with me. And Janet's back in at 55. So again, we are at 6 inches tall, 5 inches in diameter. I do believe there is a 2001, underneath that Fenton mark there. And it does have the original Fenton sticker, keeping in mind that it is pulling. And the reason it's pulling is because when I checked out, they weren't paying attention. They tried to pull that off. And I was like, no, that's not the vendor's sticker. All right, let's do the countdown. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Matter of fact, did you all hear that? It was pulled chicken. It's coming back at me. That's where the sticker was. We got a little residue there. Ooh, Janet. Have you ever seen a black opal? I think actually I have. Janet was not playing around. Ruthie wants to put ice cream in here too. Not mad at you, Ruthie. There is our ice cream cone bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie. B. Janet, you had high bid at 55. You were playing it safe using that just in case. Lady, you didn't need it. She is getting a box of the Fenton today. Watch out. 55, Miss Janet, it's coming to you again. All right, we're going to put a pause on Fenton and let's do some beautiful art glass, you guys. Let's do it. Now, there are paperweights and then there are paperweights. And let me tell you what, I got the paperweights today. We're going to start off slowly and then we're going to ease into it. Okay, then we're going to ease into the gloriousness of the paperweights. I'm going to start the next one off, if of course anybody is interested, at $15. Now, this is what I believe is Lennox. So it's not the classic Lennox that you all are thinking of. This is glass, of course, but it is a beautiful iridescent clear glass pulled feather apple. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love this. It's super clear. There's no hallmark on it, but again, I really do believe it is a Lenox glass apple. They made a variety of them. I love that Louette's feel to it. You see that iridescence on the pulled feather. I love this. Now, the iridescence is on the entirety of the apple, including the stem, with the exception of the leaf. The leaf has been left clear, but you do see the white feather running through it. You see the contrast at the very top. Do you see the flex in that? You were getting full oil slick vibes in this one. This bad boy glows. I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful. So, we do have a sanded down bottom that hasn't been polished. Let me see if we can get it. It is the clear glass. It's getting blown out. Don't really, not vibing with it like that. Let me catch up to you guys. 15, Taylor, Melinda, ladies, thank you. See, Wanda's getting in it. Melinda's back in at 19. It's delicate, it's dainty, but gosh darn it. I think the color treatment as well as the pulled feather effect really help make it kind of stand out for you a little bit more. Okay. We'll talk about the measurement. To the top of the stem, you are at, find it, Michael. You are at 3 3/8 inches tall. 3 3/8 inches tall. There are no chips. There are no cracks. Again, it's fully iridized with the exception of the leaf, which has been left as a clear glass. Hey, Beth B, how you doing? And you do, of course, have pulled feather through here. Again, that Louette's style to it, but then you also have the white feather pull through, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. All right. I know, I just, it's one of those things, as like an adult, very few things can kind of capture your imagination. And it's, again, it's the color on this that really do capture the imagination. So Roxanne is in it at 20. Melinda and Stephanie both. I see it, Stephanie and Melinda. Okay. Stephanie's holding it down at 22. Again, Lenox apple. It's 3 3/8 inches tall. No chips, no cracks. Beautiful iridescent with pulled feather. Let's do the countdown, guys. Here we go. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. So this is keeping it safe. Wait till you see our next couple of paperweights, y'all. I'm dying. The one, it was a hot debate as to whether or not it was kept, but we're putting it up for sale. Yeah, we are. It's so good. Take a bite out of that apple. Remember, don't eat the glass, folks. Don't eat the glass. I am hitting a lag in my chat. Bear with me. Mm-mm-mm. Wow, I'm hitting a real bad lag in my chat, y'all. Oh, goodness. Are you guys still there? Are you still with me? I'm going to assume it's bid end, but the problem is I don't know if anybody used it. Okay, here we go. Lori. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. It's catching up to me. Lori snuck in there. Thank you for the green apple bid end, Miss Ruthie B. Sorry, guys, for the delay technology. Um, Sea Monkey rejected three of you. Okay, so something was going on with the YouTube. Oh, something weird really happened because Roxanne, I see her just in case. Taylor, I'm seeing her just in case. So it seems like it was super glitchy. Something happened there with YouTube. Sorry, guys. So we're gonna call it like we call it. Ruthie threw in that apple, the green apple bid, and Lori got in there with her bid of 24. Lori, lady, congratulations and thank you again. The Lennox apple is coming to ya. Lori C, Lori C. Ooh, this will go great with your art glass bowl. Yeah, it will. Okay, let's see if I can get this down here. Bloop. Okay. All right, let's do, I'm going to do another paperweight for you. Now, this one is like, oh, it's weird, and I love it because it's weird. This bad boy, the weight, the clarity on the glass, this is it. And when I say it's weird, I mean it's weird, okay? Hey, Heidi, how are you doing today? Let's take a sip of coffee. We're going to start it off at $25. Here we are. Mm-mm. Kim, there is no lag. There is no lag on VAMP. If you have been on Whatnot, um, even once or twice, you may have experienced there's no lag in Whatnot, and that same IT is going to be utilized on VAMP. So there's not going to be a lag, not to say that something wouldn't happen with the technology, because technology is technology, right? It can be a fickle thing. But overall, any anomalous issue outside, there will be no lag. And the beauty of it is that you won't have to use just in cases anymore. Everything there'll be a timer on the screen. It will be a soft close. So if the timer goes down to 2 seconds and someone throws in a bid, it adds, pardon me, 5 seconds back on there. So again, no just in cases, no snipings, no lags. It is a win-win for everybody. You don't have to send in your contact information. Invoices will be sent directly to it. Yeah, is all you have to do is hit pay. It is very fancy. Again, VAMP, Virtual Antique Marketplace. Is there a big No, Connie, I guarantee you're going to pick it right up. You're going to pick it right up. Like, it is really user friendly. It truly, truly is. Now, I had a couple of issues this morning with trying to figure out some things, but that was on my end, not your guys. Alrighty, we're starting the next item off at the artist sign paperweight. Let's look at the bottom. Okay, this is the do you see that? This is the bottom, y'all. This is flat surface right here, right? Look at the clarity. Now those bubbles are intentional, and you'll see it here in just a second. You can see more up there. Here is our signature. Ooh. It is dated 1998. It is Noel, Noel Lane. Noel Lane. This paperweight, are you ready? 1998, Noel. Let's get it in the lane. Noel Lane. Again, 1998. I just love this piece. Okay, this thing is solid. Ready? Oh, ooh, ooh, oh, I love it. It does. Richard said it looked like a brain. It does look a little like a brain, truth be told. So you could use it in your Halloween decor. But if you just like the unusual, look at that. I don't even know what they call it. Does this not look like somebody took a marker and drew it inside the glass? Y'all, I love, look at that. I think it's beautiful. The color on there, it's very spacey. Again, it's very organic, almost kind of like cellular. Oh, Heidi's seeing a very dry desert. Okay, I'm not mad at it. What do you see? I do see a little bit of a brain. But as I said earlier, you saw one of the bubbles, but then the bubbles are intentional just to kind of create a little bit more of a visual interest in there. I love that. This thing has got a doesn't it, the clarity on this, I just think is it's exceptional. It really truly is. It just I can't tell you. It looks like in real life, like you could just take and dip your finger in here. No, this one is not from I bought this one specifically for the sale. Okay. So again, Noel Lane, where am I at? Noel Lane, signed, and it's from 1998. Gorgeous glass paperweight. The height on this is 3 1/4 inches, 3 1/4 inches on height. And I did measure from side to side here, essentially where my fingers are. And you're going to get a diameter there at 7.5. So again, the height at 3 1/4, and then the measurement side to side, we are at 7.5. Okay. So I just think it's a really interesting visual piece. You're seeing the veining like a butterfly or a bat. I also see a butterfly wing. Does it not look like a butterfly wing with the veins in there? Or snake skin? Again, very organic. Well, if there's no interest on it, House of Dragon vibes, no interest on it, I'm going to set it to the side and we're going to keep it moving. Okay. Next piece. Next piece, y'all. When I say that this is a statement piece, oh, what? Is there a bed and I didn't see it? Melinda, I'm sorry, lady. Melinda, you're the only one that I see. I apologize. I'm just missing it. Melinda, you're the only one that I see at 25. So, Miss Melinda, it's coming to you, lady, at 25. I think you got an exceptional deal for quite literally a one of a kind piece. Thank you, Melinda. I know you're going to wait, girl, just wait till you see this in real life. You're going to be like, can I put my finger in there? Like, it's crazy. Melinda, it's coming to you. Okay. So, blue, blue, blue. Did I put in a start? I think. Maybe I didn't. I'm going to put in. No, I didn't. It's still right here. I'm starting this next piece off at $60. This thing is a statement. It's big, it is large, it is in charge, and it is antique Fenton. So there is no hallmark on this piece, okay? I was so excited when I found this. There is a light fluoresce if you do expose this to UV light. It is not like uranium green glow, but it does have a green undertone to it. Again, there's just enough uranium in there that they used it to help keep. Look at this. It's huge. Uh, it's antique Fenton, the hobnail. It is a pedestal candy dish or just some like that you have a lot of because you can stick it in here. Listen, this thing from pedestal to the top of the finial, it is at 12 inches tall. 12 inches tall. Let's take the lid off. Okay. And then you have a diameter on the opening. Keep in mind, I measured it from crest to crest. You are at 7 inches, 12 inches tall with lid on, 7 inches in diameter. Is it clear glass? Yeah, but gosh darn, if it doesn't make one heck of a statement. Now, if you do have a battery operated candle, oh my word, please do yourself a favor. Whether you want to keep it in there or not, just do yourself a solid, put a candle in here at night and let this just glow. These hobnails create a fantastic light pattern you might not have expected. So just try it out, see what you think. Maybe you want to put it in the bedroom on the side table to set a little bit of a mood. I'm telling you, it's going to set a mood. Okay. If anything else, it is just gorgeous. It is a statement piece. It is clear glass. It's going to go in anybody's decor. You can leave it out year round. You can put bowl filler in here, put your Christmas ornaments in here. Maybe you actually want to put candy in here, some bright, colorful candy. Some of the Murano glass candy would be beautiful in here. Or you could leave it blank because I, quite frankly, really enjoy the piece as it is. It is a statement without being like overly look at me, look at me, look at me. A lot of that is because of the size. Again, 12 inches tall. It's huge, 12 inches tall, and the diameter is 7. Did I say there are no chips or no cracks? If I did, I think it bears repeating. Okay, look at that. It is just massive. I love it. Okay, let me catch up. Janet, Terry's in at 62. Pammy's for, okay, Lizzie, Rachel, Janet, Rachel, gotcha, ladies, Janet, boom, 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 Rachel, Janet. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Okay. 105 to Miss Janet. There's the lid. I love the little beating effect on that too. There's no flea bites. There's no flea bites, y'all. There's no flea bites, okay? Not on the lid, not on the hobnails. I love this piece. I love it a lot. I really, truly do. I'm sad, but I'm going to let it go. You guys, thank you so much for the bids. It is certainly greatly appreciated. I saw it. I had to have it. It was a little more than maybe I would have wanted to spend, but gosh darn it, I just needed to have this and bring this to a sale because I knew somebody out there was going to love this and appreciate this. Ooh, it's so good. Look at that. Okay, did I mention you should really do yourself a solid and put a candle in here and just try it out at night? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, please, please just try it out, okay? Obviously, a real flame, if you put the lid on, it's going to kill the flame. So if you do have a battery operated, obviously that's going to be what you want to use. 12 inches, 7 inch in diameter, no chips, no cracks. It is early Fenton. There is a light green glow should you expose it to UV. It's light enough that if I were to shine a light on it with the ring light, you're not going to see it, okay? But it is there. Let's do the countdown. So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Terry's throwing it down, not afraid. I it isn't it like regal? Like it's very like I'm royalty. It's giving me like full crown vibes. I love it. Ooh, Lizzie definitely was not playing around. Ruthie is appreciating it. She said, let's do diamond bid end. Not mad at it. Thank you, Ruthie. Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. Terry, Janet, Rachel, Melinda, y'all, thank you so much. Certainly appreciate it. Terry, you were holding it down at 150. Lizzie really was not playing around with it at 151. Congratulations and thank you, Lizzie. It's coming to you, lady. Ooh, the bluebird's gonna have company, huh? All right, let me set this over here. I put my two favorite pieces, well, actually four, five. Ooh, y'all, it's about to get real in this sale. All right, this next piece. This next piece is actually the thumbnail image. This is the piece that was hotly debated as to whether it would be kept or sold. We're going to sell it. And I'm going to start this piece off at $45. This again is another artisan piece of glass that is signed. Okay. Are we ready? I don't know if you do follow me on Instagram, you saw my story. I kind of went with the Evil Queen from Snow White because this is giving me full poison apple vibes. So if you love Snow White, if you love a fairy tale vibe, this is going to be great for your Halloween decor. Or if you just like the very unique and the things that nobody else has, this is it. Now, this is a paperweight like no other paperweight I have ever sold. This thing is a beast, okay? Number one. First up, let's check out the signature here on the bottom. It is Hal David Berger. Hal David Berger. There are some scratches from it being on a rougher surface, okay? So again, Hal David Berger. Are y'all ready for this? I really hope I do this thing justice on camera. I really, 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 truly do. Let me get my fingers out of the way. Ugh. Oh, it is an apple. Do you see the stem on this apple? Do you see the bubbles, the violet? Look at the blue ribbing throughout this thing. Oh, it is sick. This is just a beautiful, stunning piece of art glass. Like I said, this is a paperweight unlike any paperweight I've ever seen. Now, he did do a couple of different colors. We did look them up. Quite frankly, I'm just saying this purple is the best one out there. Like this purple is phenomenal. You have various shades. You can kind of see it almost reads black, but look at how the light picks it up. These bubbles in here, they're very abstract, but it adds a lot of dimension to the piece. It's actually reading clearer on my computer than it is on the screen. So let me get up close to it. There are no chips, there are no cracks. Keep in mind there is a little bit of this is on you can see it. It's like a little bit of a what do you call it? A straw mark. So it is not a chip, it is not a crack. Okay, it's just part of the manufacturing process. So I do want to let you know that it is there, but it is not damaged. Was just part of the artisan piece. So you do have three separate pieces of glass: the body, the stem, and the leaves. Okay, so you do have three separate pieces of glass. This purple is just stunning. This you put on the coffee table, and you don't need to put anything else on the coffee table but this. People are going to come in and be like, "Who's that?" Do you see the purple running up through the stem? Look at this. Y'all, I just can't. I love that blue. Don't we just, I love the abstract nature of it. The stylizing of the stem is what really gets me. It's a pretty safe piece overall, but the colors, this again, super stylized stem. Okay, so let me catch up. I love it. 45. Miss Audrey was the first 45. Robin, Melinda's at 47. Audrey coming in heavy. Robin, Melinda, Shireen, I'm seeing you also. Robin, Audrey back at 60. Robin's at 62. Miss Melinda is at 64. Robin, okay, I'm caught up. So Miss Robin is in it at 67. The height on this is 8 inches tall. It is 8 inches tall, 8 inches, Miss Melinda, from base to the top of the stem, of course. Now, I went ahead and measured like I did with the other paperweight, kind of from the side to the side here. So running across, you were getting 8 inches. So you're getting an 8 inch span across here with an 8 inch height. This thing is beastie. It's got to weigh like 7, 8 pounds. This is weighing 7 or 8 pounds. Okay. Like, oh, I love it. I mean, can't you see this though in like your Halloween decor? Doesn't it look like it would be like the Evil Queen's poison apple? I love this piece. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead. Audrey, Shireen, Robin, Melinda, Robin, Melinda. I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown. So again, 8 inches at its tallest. And we have like that span here of 8 inches. And again, it is Hal David Burger, B-E-R, not like the sandwich, but B-E-R, Burger. Let's do it. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Yes, Deborah. Smoke on the water. A fire in the sky. Okay, stop playing with glass. Right, Melinda, Robin, Audrey is in it at 80. Robin throwing it down at 85, 8 inches tall. Ooh, there is our what are those called? There's our gaze ball bid, and thank you, Ruthie B. Definitely appreciate it. Miss Robin was holding it down at 85. Thank you so much. However, pew pew, Miss Melinda coming in at $100 even. Congratulations and thank you. Oh, that's a gorgeous one. Ooh, Melinda, that's gonna, let me say. Ooh, you got that brain one too. Let's see. Let's see. I had them next to each other. What do you think, Melinda? Girl, you've got like Melinda, you got an art glass museum happening. Like legit. This is an art glass exhibit that you're gonna see on Miss Melinda's coffee table. Yeah, it is. Mhm. She said, I don't need no Corning glass museum. I got my coffee table. I'm not mad at it, Melinda. Get it. Okay. Let me see here. Set that down straight. Okay. Um, now, if you guys were with me, I don't know what day the video came out, but I picked this piece up and I picked it up because y'all know I love the effects of certain glass makers. And I looked at the bottom. So when I look at it, I didn't see it, but this is in fact signed. I didn't see it initially. So we're going to go ahead and start the next piece off at $35. Now, here's the thing. Oh shoot, if you saw the video, then you know who made it. But if you didn't see the video, then you can guess who made this. What glass manufacturing company? Here's a huge hint for you. This would look at that. It's literally the effect on it is literally causing my camera. Look at that. Oh, who made that? Do you know? Pennsylvania Glass Company. Pennsylvania Glass Company. Gorgeous. Do you see that? You know where it's from? It is Artisan Westmoreland glass. Yeah, it is. I know, right? This? I would not. This would Westmoreland was not gonna come up in my head if you said done. Yeah, a bit of a Sabino. Look at that. Oh my. Talk about full opal effect to it. No chips, no cracks. So we do have an artisan sign. It is from 1991. Westmoreland closed in 1984, but then something happened in 1991 where I think they had artisans come in. So let's see if I can get it for you. There we go. Westmoreland, Westmoreland, 1991. This is number 25 of 1,000. So they did 1,000. Now, obviously, these are not going to be identical because it's hand blown glass, but this colorway, okay? So this is number 25. There's only 1,000 of these in existence. You are getting number 25. It says 025. But again, Westmoreland glass. We do have the artist Ant. Unfortunately, I was not able to identify the exact artisan, who made this, so my apologies. But it is Westmoreland Artisan Glass. It is number 25 of 1000. It is actually a clear glass with an opalescent of not opalescent. Yeah, no, opalescent iridescent effect to it. Do you see the blue veins that run up through? There we go. You can see it a little bit better. Oh, I love this piece. She's not a huge one, but gosh darn, that glass just makes up for, look at how beautiful. This is so ethereal, like 100% like heavenly. Do you see that oil slick effect on there? Oh, I love it. And that white opalescent. And you've got the blue pinstripe going through it. Little difficult to read that. We are at 6 5/8 inches, 6 5/8 inches tall. Okay, so it is not a big piece of glass. If you don't have a lot of room, if you have a small space, if you've already run out of space, but you love it, you can just kind of tuck it right in there. It's very unicorn vibes, kind of very pixie-ish to it. Melinda, where did I go? I closed the screen. Melinda's at 35, Patty's at 38, Shireen, Melinda in it at 40. Apologize, it looks like I froze there to you guys, but no chips, no cracks. She is beautiful. Ooh, Kim, I don't have cobalt. Darn it, I don't have cobalt. I can give you like an opalescent blue. Give you an opalescent blue, right? I love it. One of my most favorite pieces. Or you could just do it with like a white or a clear satin. How elegant. How absolutely elegant is that? I love it. Okay, guys, it is again artist Westmoreland Artisan Glass, 25 out of 1000. And again, it is from 1991. No chips or cracks. And let's go ahead and start. Oh, duh. You are so right, Melinda. Thank you. There it is next to your cobalt. That is a great contrast. Great contrast. Well, thank you, Esther. I appreciate it. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and do the countdown. So here we go: 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. They match up beautifully. I love it. I think that's lovely. And I love that blue stripe. It's not reading, well, you can kind of see it there on down towards the bottom. There is our rainbow bid, and thank you, Ruthie B. Patty, I appreciate your just in case of 55. It did come in right after the bid and Lori getting in there at 41. Miss Melinda played it safe with that just in case of 45. Well played, lady. Everyone, thank you for the bids, but congratulations and thank you again, Miss Melinda at 42. It's coming to you. You really do got quite the museum running. My goodness. Those are, Melinda, I'm mad at you, girl. Well, we know that Miss Melinda likes her abstract artisan pieces. Okay. Okay. So this Art Glass Studios or manufacturer, really area region, is definitely much better known. Um, this is another paperweight, y'all. I know, but I think that they're beautiful. Okay. I got these because there's a lot of artistry behind it. Now I'm gonna start this one off at $35. Okay. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. Look at that apple. Look at, there's no chip. Look at the clarity on this glass. So again, you have that teal center. It's like a periwinkle to the body of the apple. You have the applied leaf here with the gold in it. No chips, no cracks. It is, in fact, Murano. Okay. Oh, I'm going to mispronounce this poor person's last name. Barovier, Barovier. Barovier is the artisan, but it is Murano glass. There are no chips, there are no cracks. It is 3 inches tall to the top of the stem. And again, I did go ahead and measure the kind of the width of it, and we are at 5 inches on that. Okay, so 5 inches on that. The clarity to this glass is just, it's superior. Okay, thank you, Taylor. Yes. So it's definitely a high quality piece of glass. This isn't kind of like an okay, it's like a Murano glass piece. This is really this is pinky up even for Murano. Okay. Um, it is rubber. I agree. The colors in this are just absolutely beautiful, especially again when you love the jewel tones like I do. Let's go ahead and look at Janet's piece from earlier. That's a beautiful, beautiful color. Whew. This would go great if you had an amethyst also, but like I used earlier, the gold star here, I think these pieces, you know what I mean? You're like, but it's an apple, but it's the color that you really want. And I'm telling you, oh, it's beautiful. It's like liquid. It really, truly is. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for the bids. It is greatly appreciated. Miss Audrey is in it at 40. Again, we are Bar Ovir, Barovie, Bar Ovir Murano Art Glass. There's no chips, no cracks. Yes, it's an apple paperweight. Okay. 3 inches tall, and we have a width here at 5 inches. And I'm going to go ahead. Ew. Oh, well, thank you, Cheryl. I'm going to go. Oh, Miss Jones getting in on the action too. Oh, there's the color. See this right here? This is what you see throughout the totality of it. Just a beautiful, beautiful color combination. All right, doesn't it sound French, right? So Miss Jones in it at 43. Y'all, thank you for the bids, and let's do the countdown for you. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a bid end. I love that. And it just looks like that thing is just floating away in there. Ooh, Melinda's throwing it down at 50. Taylor Blue. Oh, there's our Apple bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. All right, Miss Melinda came in at 45. Taylor, oh, Lori, she tried to pew pew just in case at 50. Taylor wasn't playing around. She threw in her just in case of 80. So, Taylor, lady, congratulations and thank you at 51. It is coming to you, lady. All righty. We'll get that into your box. All right, I'll set that up. Okay. Um, we're gonna do some antique Czechoslovakian glass. So if you like kind of like that late 1800s, early 1900s, turn of the century, elegant Victorian antique kind of display, this is totally going to be for you. Thank you, Taylor. I appreciate it. This is definitely going to be. Ruthie wants an apple. Get it, girl. Apple a day, right? I'm going to start this piece off because I got this for a really good deal. We're going to start it off at 40. Okay. Now, let's see. Oop. So down here, you've got the etch Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia is your etching. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. So you've got this gorgeous clear compote, right? Now the diameter on the compote is 8 inches. You have an 8 inch diameter on the compote. right? I'm just kidding. That's not all you're going to get. You're also going to get this beautiful single horn to place in there. So you've got an elegant single horn, clear glass Czechoslovakian e-perm, okay? With the horn in place, we have a total height on this at 11.5 inches. 11.5 inches tall. There are no chips or cracks. Keeping in mind the interior has been sanded, so that way your horn here can sit in there. Now, do keep in mind there is a little bit of a rough, well, smooth spot, I guess we should say. We're on the inverse here. We have a smooth spot on the horn, y'all. A smooth spot on the horn. Okay. Why are you not focusing? There we go. But oh, it's beautiful. And I like it because it's clear. It is clear. And I will tell you this, the horn is seated in there very nicely. Now I can't do that, but it's not like super wobbly or anything like that. So if you do have um a no, this is work. It's not implant. This is sexy glass. Ruth says this sexy glass. I think she's elegant, right? I think she is elegant. Um, I love it. I think it's beautiful. Y'all know I love an e-pern. I love the single horns. There's something very sophisticated about it. I think she's got a regal presence to her. Let me catch up to you guys. Miss Melinda is the first one in it at 40. Thank you, Melinda. Ouch. Melinda at 45. Miss Sherry's in it at 48. Great deal. Again, etched Czechoslovakia. The bowl itself, the dimension, you are at 8 inches. Once it's fully assembled from base to the top, you are at 11.5 inches. There are no chips or cracks to the glass, though there is a smooth spot to our horn, right, Chow, interestingly enough. Okay. So, Melinda, Terry is in it at 50. Okay. It's jumping on. Patty's coming in. Suzanne, I see you at 57. Y'all, thank you so much for the bids. Let's go ahead and do the countdown for you. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And oh, yeah, right on. So Patty is in it at 65. Or no, Patty's in it at 60. Melinda's at 62. Sherry's at 65. Oop, there's our martini. You could drink your martini out of here. Why not? I don't know. Go ahead, Ruthie. Thank you, Ruthie. Sherry's in it at 65, but Terry threw in it just in case, right? At the last second. Terry, congratulations and thank you. The clear Czechoslovakian single glass horn e-pern is coming to you at 66. Thank you. Now, Terry, I think this is the first time you and I have worked together. So please don't forget, send me out that contact information. Or is it? It's been a while. If anything, it's definitely been a while. So go ahead, send me out that contact information. Y'all, again, if you haven't purchased anything today, but you think perhaps in the future that you would like to purchase something, you can go ahead and send out the email. Again, it's simply The.Cult.Of.Vintage at yahoo.com. Include your YouTube username, or pardon me, yeah, your YouTube username, your real name, if it's different, your full shipping address, including the zip code. That way I can get you to calculated discounted shipping. And last but not least is the email address that you use for PayPal. And again, if you don't have PayPal, just let me know that you would like a guest link and I'll let you, or I'll send you a guest link that's going to let you check out without having to sign up for an account. Okay. All right. This, I've never been offered one of these for sale, so we'll see how this goes. And then if you guys are receptive, I'll try to look for others. I'm going to start it off at $30. This is an antique piece. It is in its original brass frame. Now there is some patina. some. There is patina to the back here. Okay. So do keep that in mind. Do keep that in mind. The length on this, we are at 4 and 1/4 inches. 4 and 1/4 inches. But what it is a hand painted porcelain portrait. Okay. Now I don't have the artist's signature on this one. Victorian era, 1800s. Okay, so the medium that you're seeing here, this is a porcelain plate that has been hand painted with a portrait here, interior. So our length, that does of course include the frame, 4 and 1/4 inches, 4 and 1/4 inches, and we have a diameter here at the widest of 3 inches. Okay. Oh, well, I think like with a lot of things, depending on what you're going to get, your doctor, dentist, um, depending on how they write it in, a lot of times can be dictated. But I think it's crazy that like eyes and teeth are separate from major medical. Like those are kind of important things when you think about it. Why do I have to add eye insurance or dental insurance? Shouldn't that be in my major medical? All right. Is that like those things should be important. So again, we are here with our hand painted porcelain portrait. She's in beautiful condition and it is in a brass, which has seen a better day, but I like the age to it, the patina to it. I think it is beautiful, right? Yes, everything inside the body. I mean, hello. The back looks like this. The back looks like this. The back looks like this. Okay. Scratched up, patinaed up, not mad at it. The dimension on it, Dusty, you are at 4 and 1/4 in length, 4 and 1/4 in length, and you have a 3 inch diameter here, 3 inch diameter. Porcelain is excellent condition, as is the painting. Marzipan, you're in it at 30. I appreciate that. Thank you. I like that name, Marzipan. Uh, yeah. See, that's crazy. A 19-year-old passed away because of an abscess tooth, made him septic. See, that's exactly why it should be covered under major medical. This is like the quality of life. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's absurd to me. That is absurd to me. Technically, yes, mine was cosmetic. It wasn't medically required. I didn't, nothing was, they were uneven. And so I just didn't aesthetically, especially being on camera, interestingly enough, like when I looked at myself in the mirror, it didn't look like how it looked on camera. And I was like, oh, I have to. Okay, Marzipan, I appreciate it. Well, Marzipan's the only one in it at 30. So, Marzipan, I am calling it sold to you at 30. We're in here talking about health insurance. At Connie, hearing aids included. You're 100% right. Oh, that's right. ENT stuff, like why is that though? Like if I have a problem with my throat, I can go. If I have a problem with my sinuses, that's included, right? So the doctor is ears, nose, and throat, but dental is not. And hearing, you're right, Kanye, that's not. Well, some insurance I do think cover. Some major medical does include hearing. I don't know. It could be some or not, right? Well, Chloe, I appreciate it, but like Marzipan, thank you. I appreciate you. Ruthie, thank you for making that official. Brunette bid end. Thank you, Ruthie. All right, we are getting near the end of the sale, so we can chitty chat a little bit, right? Right. Well, okay, we can talk about it. So these two teeth, the front ones, run even. But in order to create total symmetry, I ended up having to get four teeth. So this is a veneer, this is a veneer, this is a veneer, and this is a veneer. Everything else is all mine, right? But what I showed you, do you remember? This side, if you look, like this is actually longer than this to create the symmetry. And when they originally put the veneers in, because I have a super bad underbite, like the back of my teeth actually don't touch. And so they were trying to correct it because these teeth don't touch. And they gave me really long temporary veneers and then they touched and it made me so, because I'd never experienced it. It was so disturbing to me. I was like, shorten them, shorten them, shorten them, get rid of them. So that's how we came up with this. So it's Union Dental in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. I'm just saying, I don't know if you're in the Pennsylvania area, but they are extraordinarily kind. They're very gentle. It didn't hurt. It was definitely uncomfortable. I will say that. I didn't realize the process took as long as it did to get to this point. Um, so no, but it definitely it didn't hurt. I would say the scariest thing was they file the teeth down and then, well, they take a mold and then they create from the mold the temporary veneer based on the mold. Then they file your teeth down to get the temporaries to sit on, which is okay, fine. That actually didn't hurt because they numb you up. But the problem is then when you go back to get your permanent ones, the temporary ones have to come off. That is terrifying. It feels like they're about to rip your tooth out. You're like, I'm about to have to get an implant right now. Lori, I just sold Jenny, you're right. The bill was pretty scary. You definitely got to save up for it, that's for sure. You definitely have to save up for it, that is for sure. You do. But it's probably some of the best money I have ever spent in my life, really and truly. I feel like it's completely changed the way I talk, the way that I smile, because I would only ever smile like this, right? Because I could get my lips to cover up the unevenness. So it really did change the way in which I kind of have presented myself. So I feel like I'm free to talk and I can move my mouth however I want. And I'm not like, yeah, you guys, how are y'all doing? Like, that's rude. So he's in there, show him the black light, show him the black light. The problem is that all of my teeth will glow except for the veneers. So if I'm in like a dark room with black light, it will look like I don't have any teeth here and everything else glows, which is great. That was unexpected. Anyhow, we're gonna move on. We went out to like we had just started dating. We went out to a bar and I was like, I can't open my mouth. Uh, all right. It's broad daylight. I can't. Oh no, my veneers. Listen, I love my veneers. I say get veneers. Get them. Get them. Get them. Get them. Get them. Get them. Okay. Let's do some antique glass. What is going on today? I don't know. It's just a giant hot mess, y'all. We're doing pretty good. We're at 2:39. We're gonna get this sale over before 3. Why not? Connie's just dying laughing. That's all right. Let's do it. We're gonna start the next item off at $30 if anybody is interested. Boom. It is hand painted enameled. It is a cranberry vanity jar. Now, this would have been used for like some kind of like a cold cream, some kind of a lotion potion back in the day. There are no chips or cracks to this glass. This is a darker cranberry. Okay. You do have the enameling, the hand painting that runs the perimeter of the jar. Okay. And then on the lid itself, we have our beautiful Victorian lady. Now you do see that some of the gold paint has worn off. Would be actually a transfer. Where you're seeing the paint loss, this part would have been a transfer, yet the hand painting, the enameling has all stayed intact. Okay. So the lady, the background image here, the little birds that you're seeing, that's all been hand painted and is in fully intact, as has the white detailing that you're seeing around the top of the jar. That has all been hand painted, but the gold transfer, that has what's shown its age and has lost some of its vibrancy. Okay. So, boom, there you are. It is a nice medium thickness to the glass. The vast majority of the weight is down here to the bottom to kind of help keep it seated. So, again, it would have had a cream in there, some kind of a lotion, whatever potion would have been in there. It's a beautiful, gorgeous Victorian accent piece. It's in excellent condition, even considering the loss to the transfer there. I think it adds a little bit to the aesthetic value to it. Our measurement on it, you are at two, and of course, this is with the lid on. It is 2 inches tall with lid and 4 inches in diameter. And that 4 inches is just the measurement on the lid, okay? It does, unfortunately. So I think she's beautiful. Hey, Christy, how are you doing today? There's no IOUs. No, honey, I'm sorry. I don't know layaway. She's in great condition. The lady herself is in great condition. And you will find these in a variety of different colors. The most popular typically are going to be the cranberry and the cobalt blue, right? You could call it bohemian if you wanted, giving it kind of like that generic feel to it, so far as like the weight and the thickness of the glass. I would say that so far as like bohemian glass goes, the clarity on this glass is a little bit better, right? Because sometimes the bohemian glass, it gets a little ripply. There's a lot of inclusion so far as air bubbles in that. There's no air bubbles in this one. So again, the clarity is really nice on this. So we got Mo in it at 30. Thank you. Miss Boyd is coming in at 35. Great piece. Oh, she's sneaking in that word. I didn't see it. I don't know. Who is she? Who's that woman over there sneaking? I don't know. Do y'all know? I don't know. Like I said, the hand painting, the enameling aspects are in great condition, but you do have some loss there to the gold transfer. All right, Miss Gloria Boyd is in it to win it. We are at 2 inches tall, 4 inches in diameter. I love this. Let's do the countdown. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it. Yeah, totally. This would have been like, I don't know, like a cold cream, if you will. More than likely, these were not distributed. These were sold as is. And then you would have whatever packaging that you got your creams out of, and then you would fill it in yourself versus buying it with the cream in there. There is our flower bid end. Thank you, Miss Ruthie B. Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Miss Gloria. Gloria, lady, congratulations and thank you. At 35, it is coming to you. It is coming to you, Miss Gloria Boyd. So the funnier story is, and I will share this one with you guys. Last night, I was outside. No, let me paint the picture. Earlier in the day, as I was doing the packing and invoicing, I love to watch Little House on the Prairie. So, Little House on the Prairie is out there, and I'm watching this episode. And it is the episode where Laura gets a little China head doll, and her and Mary are out playing in the field because you know, prairie girls. They're out playing in the field, and I missed this exact part. I think they were playing catch, and there was a rock that was involved, and Mary threw a rock, and it hit Laura's China head doll, and it broke. You know, and mom and pa out there on the prairie, they can't be spending that money like on those non-essentials. So, you know, little Laura is just brokenhearted that her China head doll is broken. Paul can't fix it because it's just smashed to smithereens. So Mary's feeling all kinds of way. So one day she's walking home from school and she's out in the field, and then Jack the dog is out there yapping and barking. He's got some animal cornered in a bush. And little Mary's like, don't tell me you got a skunk cornered again. And she goes over to the bush. And I'm like, well, Mary, if it's a skunk, why are you going over the bush? But anyhow, she does. Thankfully, it's not a skunk. You know what it is? It's a baby raccoon. So Mary gets the brilliant idea that she's going to go ahead and take the baby raccoon and give it to Laura as kind of a way to say, I'm sorry for breaking your China head doll. Well, of course, Laura falls in love with this little baby raccoon. It's so cute. How could you not? Of course, Ma's kind of like on the fence as to whether or not she should keep it. And then Paul comes home. Well, Paul's in a good mood. So maybe Paul's going to say yes. Paul says, no, you ain't keeping that animal. And then Ma's kind of like in her own gentle, womanly way says, well, she is very upset about the doll that you can't afford to replace. Shady. No. So ultimately, Paul caves in, and Laura gets to keep the baby raccoon. Well, you need to keep that baby raccoon out in the in the barn in a cage, and they do. And Jack's not really feeling it, the dog. So they're feeding it one day, and then Jack's freaking out. The raccoon gets loose. He ends up scratching Jack and biting Laura. Well, then all of a sudden, Jack starts acting real weird, right? Uh oh, the rabies, the rabies, the rabies. Well, any old how it turns out that the baby raccoon that Laura had wasn't the raccoon that Jack was after, and then it wasn't the raccoon that bit Laura, so no rabies fear. Well, Michael's outside last night, and guess what happened? Here comes this giant raccoon. Ain't no baby raccoon, this giant raccoon, butt on him like that big. And I see him walking in front of the cottage. And I'm like clapping my hands like, well, then I see another raccoon. Oh, look, and there's another raccoon. Then there is this family of raccoons, and they ain't baby ones. They're full grown. And I'm out there like, oh, hell no. Like clapping, trying, some of these raccoons, these city raccoons are like, I don't care about you. They weren't listening. So I finally get the three to kind of scurry off. And then I'm like, is there something else moving? So the back of the inn, there's a staircase in the middle, and then there's two lower porches, right? Well, here come these two other raccoons scurrying across the porch. Then the one starts going up the stairs that I need to go up. And as all I'm thinking about is I'm about to get rabies. I'm like, is this the day that I saw Little House on the Prairie? I feel like it was some weird karma. I'm like clapping, I'm beeping the horn because I got my clicker. This raccoon's just staring at me on the stairs like I ain't moving. The other ones are come running across the porches, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't get up the stairs. I finally get close enough to scare away, and I go run leaping up the stairs. Well, that's the thing. The trash cans are underneath the stairs, and they know it. And that's a raccoon. Raccoons are smart. That raccoon knew that it needed to get up them stairs to angle itself to get on top of those trash cans. Uh-huh. It was not. For me, it was like I've got a mission. I'm getting in these garbage cans. I don't care about you. It wasn't until I was beeping the horn with the clicker and clapping my hands. Mm-mm. And then there was two of them. They were running up and down across the back porch. They're cute, but I was like, these things are about to give me rabies. That's all. And I was like, of all days to watch that episode on Little House on the Prairie, is the day that there's this family of six raccoons. All right, any old how. Beautiful piece of antique etched satin glass that I didn't even put a price on. I'm going to start it off at 20. It's gorgeous, it's elegant. Story time is over. Aren't you all glad you timed it? I'm surprised 209 of you stuck around with me. Oops, sorry. We have a clear satin glass vase with an absolutely beautiful etched uh like fleur-de-lis paisley on this. Look at this. I looked this up. They actually have, if you're ready for it, they have matching lampshades. So if you want to do a full look, you can totally do it. Okay. It is gorgeous. I love this piece. Now there is some marring to the satin down here. Okay. Just so that you can keep that in mind. Look at that. Oh, I love it. This is elegant. She's regal. There's no chips. There's no cracks to this piece at all. Now, this one does have a very, and I don't know that it's reading the best, but it has a very, very light sun purple effect to it. So it has been in some natural light, just enough to kind of start the process. So if you want to go full sun purple, stick it out in a natural. Ooh, I got really blurry, y'all. Sorry. Stick it out in a very natural light space or just kind of keep it in shadow if you want to prevent it from getting any more purple. Like I said, I don't see that it's really reading that purpley on camera. It's not even in real life. Again, we do have just a very light hue to purple, but it is there. Okay. We are at 9.5 inches tall, 9.5 inches tall, and we have a diameter of 6.5 inches, and of course, that is on the ruffle here. I'm starting to move a little bit slower to help prevent. There we go. We're clearing up nice. So 6.5 there. 9.5 by 6.5 diameter. Miss Melinda's in it at 20. Thank you, lady. Terry is coming in at 25. There are no chips. There are no cracks. This is a beautiful, elegant floral vase if you would like to use it. It's glass, so you don't have to worry about the crazing. You do want to keep in mind that if you leave water in there, especially fresh cut flowers, you really want to get those flowers and that water out because it will start to etch your glass on the interior. Now, we don't know because we have a satin glass effect that it would be that detrimental, but if the water were any higher in the pattern, you may kind of start to lose some of that pattern because if you left the water in to etch it, it would almost create another satin glass effect to it, right? All right, Terry at 25, Melinda at 26, Terry in it at 30. Y'all, thank you for the bids. She's timeless and she is elegant. Let's go ahead and start the countdown. So here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. See, like, and I don't know if it's like an Ohio thing, but I have never seen, bless them, I have never seen so many raccoons as roadkill in my life. Like, raccoons must be very prevalent here in Ohio. I may have seen one in Pennsylvania. I know I never saw one in Mississippi or Louisiana. I did see an alligator as roadkill, but not raccoons. Deer, Pennsylvania, yeah, raccoons here, Ohio. It's their national roadkill. Do y'all have a national roadkill? Do you know what I'm talking about? Bright and uplifting subject here. Thank you. You're welcome very much. Terry, you had it at 30. Melinda threw in her bid of 31. Thank you both for the bids. Terry came in with that just in case of 65. There is our unicorn bid end. Thank you, Ruth the B. Terry, again, congratulations and thank you at 32. It's coming to you. Thank you, Terry. Ooh, with that check. Oh, that's an elegant look, Terry. All right, let's do something really different to today's sale. Now, I said we were going to have something prehistoric, and I meant it. Let me just gather up my other stuff here, y'all. Okay. You are going to get a set of three. You are getting all three of these. These have lived thousands of years together in a collection. So, well, that's very assumptive on my part, but I'm not parting these ones up. I'm going to start the three-piece set at $30. You're going to get, are we ready for it? One fossil. You're going to get two fossils. Do you see the shells? The fossilized shells? Check it out. When they cut it, look at that. I love these. This is so fun. Now, this is really, oh my goodness, Michael. So those are two. Like I said, you're getting all three. Here is your third. Look at the striping on that. And then here is your back. This one's got some holes in it. So you do get the trio of fossilized shells. These are so fun. Again, imagine this kind of like a coastal vibe. Technically, they're shells. I mean, they're just prehistoric shells, because why not, right? I love something like this. Gives you a really unusual look. Perfect for a bathroom. Again, if you kind of have like a ammonites, they're ammonites. Thank you, Jane. There's two. And again, number three. I love the striping on that, how pronounced it is. So you do nature's the art. Art de nature. That's right. So again, this is for all three of the fossilized shells, the ammonites. Hooked on phonics. I don't know if that worked for me. So there's two. And again, you do get number three. Polished up, they can make some nice jewelry. Okay. I mean, it is quite interesting on the back. You can find them made into jewelry. I don't know how I feel about that. I like them like this. Au natural, right? Two. Cut in half. Oh, so they like slice it and then turn it. That's a big old pendant. That's some huge earrings. I mean, live your life. You know what I mean? I don't know. So the back and the front. Y'all are so smart. So again, all three. But if there's no interest on the shells, no problem. On the Are they shells? Are they shells? They're shells, fossilized shells. We're gonna set those to the side. All right, we've got three more pieces to go. Let's go ahead and do our last piece of Fenton for the sale. We're going to start this one off at 25. This I really like. It's very similar to what we saw with our Artisan Westmoreland. This is, in fact, you love it? I love it. That white milk glass with that iridescence to it. Again, it's super like fairy tale vibes, very unicorn, very pixie to it. This one does have the Fenton mark. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Upside down. Sorry, y'all. So the number is nine. Number nine. Okay. Don't you love? No chips, no cracks. Look at how reflective that piece is. And it is done on the interior. The only place the iridescent effect hasn't been done is just right down here on the very bottom of it. Now, the height on this, we are at 4 inches, 4 inches. Looks like a lotus blossom, doesn't it? Thank you, Janet. I got you in it at 25. Very much reminds me of a lotus. So 4 inches, and we have a diameter of 7.5 inches. 7.5 inches. I think this would make an excellent floral bowl, though we would be careful because, with that water sitting in there, you could get a little scratchy, might ruin your finish a little bit. Look at that flex of the fuchsia, the purples, and the blues, but you do pick up a little bit of that marigold, giving it like a gold effect to it. Just a really nice contrast. Agreed, Heidi. This would be beautiful on a vanity. Use it as a little catch-all. But this is nice because it does have a really nice uh, diameter in here so that you can use it kind of to stack other pieces in. I don't know if, well, let's see. I think the cranberry will fit in here if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. So just something visually interesting, right? Put a flower frog in this one 100%. Maybe you've got like one of those Cambridge glass figural flower frogs. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's the lady and then the flower frog is on the base that she's sitting on. That I think would be a beautiful addition to in here, and it would really help you kind of fill out the floral in there. All right, we got Miss Janet is in it at 25. Very mother of pearl Abalone, 100%. Janet's in it at 25. Again, we are stamped Fenton. It's a beautiful milk glass with iridescent effect, very much like a lotus flower. 4 inches, 7.5 inches in diameter. And let's go ahead and start the countdown. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. How many folks do we have on Vamp right now? Vamp is rising. Ooh, oh, Heidi, that'll be excellent. Halloween merch. Maybe Veronica will be in a coffin. She can be like dressed up like Dracula. Oh, that's so cute. 339 members. What? Get it. Thank you for the sunshine bid end, Miss Ruthie B. It is appreciated. Val's came in at 26. Janet threw in 30. Val's threw in that 31 before the bid end. Thank you both for the bids. Congratulations and thank you, Vals. At 31, it's coming to you. All right, I got you written down. Last two pieces. Let's do an antique piece of glass. This is in a blue. Your first buy. Get it, get it, get it. Well, again, Vals, send out that contact information. I am going to be doing all shipping and invoicing tonight. So if you don't get your invoice by midnight, and I guarantee you're going to get it before midnight, then I don't have your contact information. So don't delay, send it out, and I will get that invoice right out to you. Thank you, Karen, for putting in the link to Virtual Antique Marketplace. Again, it is a new selling platform that both Misty and I have been working on. You're going to have a wide variety of items as well as ways in which to purchase item 24/7. So you will see lives happening. You're going to see them streamed here through YouTube also. You're going to have static posts that you can go on there and do buy it nows. And you're going to have auctions both like you see on eBay. Don't forget, there are chat features that are available to you. So VAMP is going to be running 24/7. And we do hope in the near future that we are going to have not just Misty and I, but a wide variety of vintage and antique sellers. So I just want to let you know now to all of the folks that have filled out the seller application, thank you very much. And while the link is there and active and it will let you do that, we're not currently accepting applications for other sellers because Misty and I haven't even gone live yet. So we want to really make sure that we feel good, safe, and secure and working out all of the kinks, knowing what all of the bells and whistles look like, how it all functions. So that way we're better able to answer any additional seller questions. And I do want to impress upon you, and I think I feel safe in saying this on our behalf, is that the goal for VAMP is yes, there are going to be vintage and antique resellers on there. Um, but the goal isn't for it to be a reseller community. It is very much meant to be a vintage and antique collector curator community. So it's very like community driven, and there are things for sale on there too. Okay. So yeah, we're going to have additional sellers on there, but we want you guys on there, right? That's right. It's better than whatnot because it's virtual antique marketplace. So it is, and Connie, your name has come up in discussions. So we really do help to be able to bring in a wide variety of different sellers, whether you have social media or not. And you will have a place online, virtually online, to be a part of this antique mall. So again, think about VAMP, Virtual Antique Marketplace, like an online antique mall. And then you're going to have all of these vendors that are going to be in there. And all of those vendors can choose ways in which they would like to sell their items. And those items are going to be available 24/7, as are the chat features. They are available 24/7. So definitely check it out. It is 100% curated. You're only going to find vintage, you're only going to find antiques. Um, and quite frankly, I think that the experience is much easier for both. It's very user friendly for consumers and for sellers. So check it out. It's free. It's free at the end of the day. There's no harm, there's no foul, right? Um, Connie says she doesn't like whatnot. Yeah, Connie, I'm talking about you. Connie, your name comes up because you're a prime example, right? Connie's out there. We all see Connie's name. We're familiar with Connie in the chat. She sells locally here in an antique mall. Maybe Connie wants to throw some things up on the virtual antique mall and have those things featured to a global, potentially, at least a nationwide audience, right? So opportunities exist for everybody. All right, let's get back into it. We got two items left to do. We're going to do an antique piece of glass. It is a North wood. It is pearl and flower pattern, pearl and flowers, plural. Pearl and flowers pattern. It is in the blue opalescence. We're going to start it off at 25, right? If you don't like Whatnot and you prefer the YouTube live sales, don't worry because it's going to run nearly identical to a YouTube sale. So the way the format in which you're seeing it, the difference is that we're integrating certain IT technical aspects on Whatnot so far as bidding and invoicing. Soft close, there's no lag, there's no sniping, there's no just in cases that are needed. So we're taking the very best of all the worlds, putting them into one, and keeping the community at the forefront of it all. Yeah. So it is a place that's created just for us, you guys, just for us. All right. So we have got the pearl. You can kind of see why they're calling it pearl, and then the flowers. So their little pearls have created the flowers. We have a three-footed blue opalescent. This is Northwood, late 1800s piece of glass. There are no chips, there are no cracks to it. The piece does not glow. It doesn't contain any radioactive element to it. She's elegant. She's pretty. Again, that icy blue is great for your winter decors, non-traditional Christmas. This is lovely for an adult Easter basket if you really want to kind of have an elevated look. Maybe you have some of the marble eggs. You could certainly put those in here. I think the pastel colors would be beautiful. Hey, Miss Gray Wolf, how you doing today? Right. All right. Let's see here. So we've got Miss Stephanie is in it at 26. We'll talk about it. We are at 4 inches tall, and of course that's to the top of the crest here. 4 inches tall. We have a diameter of 6 1/4, 6 1/4, right? Boom. There she is. No chips, no cracks. Again, Northwood. The pattern is pearl and flowers. I think she's elegant. Yes, I do. Let's go ahead, you guys. We're going to get this sale wrapped up. I've run over the 3 o'clock hour. Shameful. My little house stories. All right, here we go. Susan's in it to win it at 28. Ladies, thank you for the bids. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid and. Bid and. Stephanie's got her just in case of 31. Whoop! There's our Ice Cube bid and thank you, Ruth the B. I do appreciate you, lady. So Joan was holding it down at 29, but Miss Stephanie with that just in case of 31, $30. Stephanie, it is coming to you, lady. Thank you so very much. Let me get your bid down. All right, we're gonna get it out of the glass gear and we're gonna go into pottery. Yeah, we are. Now it's vintage, but I don't know the manufacturer. I don't. I've tried desperately to look up the hallmark, to look up the vase as it is. I'm going to start it off at $20. It's in excellent condition. There's no chips, there's no cracks to it. We've got a hand thrown, they waffled it here on the bottom, hand thrown. It does have a manufacturer mark. It's like this infinity square, 1 and 2. I have not been able to find it at all. Okay, but it is this hand painted koi pottery vase. It's definitely giving me Asian vibes. Okay. So we've got our koi, or is it a trout? Maybe it's a brook trout with the dots on. But to me, it's reading very Asian inspired. Okay. It is a gorgeous earthenware piece of pottery. We are at we are at 9 inches tall, 9 inches tall, and we have a diameter, an opening here at 3.5 inches, 3.5 inches. It's a very high quality clay that they used. You can tell by the color as well as the feel. It's a very refined um, clay that they used. Okay, it's not gritty or anything like that. Really interesting finish that they did to the bottom here. Again, there's our maker's mark, but gosh darn, if I could find it. Yes, it does look like a cave drawing. So the painting is only on the front, the back, you're just getting full earthenware, kind of salt glaze vibes to it. Don't think it is actually salt glaze, so just don't quote me on no chips, no cracks. It's fully glazed on the interior. It's on the maybe a salmon, could be. So you have a matte glaze throughout, but I will say this on the painting, you are seeing the sheen. So this was glazed to protect the paint. Okay. And I love the fin detailing right there. So again, we are at 9 inches tall and we have a diameter of 3.5 inches. There's no chips, there's no cracks. Did I even start it? I started it at 20, but I don't know. Yeah, I did. I started it at 20. Uh, I like that. I thought it was different. Whether you chose to use it as a floral vase or just as a decorative piece, I definitely think it would serve a purpose if you use like dried florals, like palm grass, I think would be in here. This one screams like dry floral arrangement to me and not so much a fresh cut. Or if you did like branches coming out of here, something a little bit more earthy than like the bright color pastels or something like that. Oh, maybe a sunflower I think would be lovely in here too, right? So again, we are at 9 inches tall, 3 1/4 inches in diameter, no chips, no cracks. Does have a hand painted koi on there. The koi was glazed, though the remainder of the vase is in a matte glaze. Okay. So if there's no interest on that, I'm going to set that one to the side. Maybe I'll add that. I'll go ahead and add that one to VAMP. How about that? All right, guys. Well, that is it for today's sale. I greatly appreciate y'all being here with me today. I just want to take the time here and give another huge thank you and a super special shout out, a round of applause to Miss Ruthie B. Again, taking time out of your day weekly to spend it here to help me out with the sale. That is most certainly appreciated, lady. Thank you so very much. I want to thank Karen and Kim. Ladies, thank you for helping mod the sale today and by putting up links. That, of course, is greatly appreciated. Again, as I have said it before, if you are here and I got to be background noise or a lunch buddy today, it's a huge privilege if I was able to provide an area for you to come and be in community and to chat and um, be with other fellow collectors and appreciators of vintage and antiques. Certainly is a pleasure to do that. And again, as a business, I certainly appreciate your purchases and every way in which you are able to support the channel or the community, me. It really does add up in my ability to be here and to do this full time. So thank you to each and every single one of you individually and as a community as a whole. Thank you so much for your support and your continued support. It really does mean the world to me. Um, Now, keep in mind the next time that I am going to go live will be this Sunday at 7 p.m. Where, again, this is going to be a learning curve, and I want to let you know that you're not going to see a place to go. Okay, that's being worked on. It's scheduled, but it's not creating a YouTube thing right now. Again, we're working on that. But do know that we are going live this Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Just look for it. Hopefully, the YouTube notifications work and let you know that we are going to be going live. So, again, this Sunday, 7 p.m., we are going to have advertisings to kind of help you remember it, especially because it's not going to create like an actual destination until we go live. Okay. We're excited to show you kind of some of the things, the opportunities that are going to exist for us as sellers, for you as buyers, for us as a community. We're very excited to share that to you. Again, Karen, there is the link. It's in the description of the video. Check it out. It's free to do so and sign up to an account. Thank you guys for breaking a platform record. We had the most signups in the shortest period of time. There are things that are for sale there currently, so go check them out. Mine are all like that, just saying. Um, so thank you again for all of the love and support there. So we will be back Sunday, Misty and I, at 7 p.m. Eastern, and without fail, next Tuesday at 1 p.m. back on Thrifter, Junker, Vintage Hunter, and naturally, yes, I will be back next Wednesday for the solo sale here on the Cult of Vintage. Thank you all again so very much. You have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Here we go, guys. Bye.